Hello and welcome back to The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine. Where we last left off, we unlocked the advanced mutation stuff. So, real quick, I'll show you what I've done. So if we go in here, I ended up doing Toxic Blood. It's the only thing that I actually had the materials and points for that I was willing to use. I need 2 more ability points to get the next one. Which, since I do use some, this is better than nothing. So I'll start here, and I can use these also, but I need to get more red mutagens. Now, I can transmute mutagens, but so far I only can do blue to green, so I don't know what I have to do to unlock the others. But once I figure that out, we'll do it. Alright. So, next, we can either go back to the main quest, which I am high enough level for, or we can do some secondary stuff. Alright, so I looked through the quests and decided we've done enough side mission stuff for now. Let's do a little bit more of the main story. So, we are going to go see if we can't find that bootblack.
Let's go.
This looks like the area.
Oh, there, Roach.
Oh, this ought to be good.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morning, so folks will dirt in their boots go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Well, might as well just say I'm a Witcher, maybe? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that.
A Witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well. Which is all the same.
What is wrong with these people that think they can take a Witcher?
It's not allowed.
We'll crack your nuts, tyrant.
Whoa, hey, whoa. What is going on? I can't move. Was I supposed to lose?
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
They attacked me. Oh no, they're getting in trouble.
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business.
That'll teach him to mess
Come
with
on.
me. I'm assuming I was supposed to lose that, because I got utterly thrashed so fast it ain't even funny.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morning you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, Take a seat.
Man, this kid just does
My boots
not
are
stop.
clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please.
Kid's keeping the hustle going, man.
So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
Oh, you have got to be
How
kidding me.
much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
I mean, you got to give the kid credit. You know, he's really, really working it. There's part of me that wants to give him the money, but 500 is way too much. And I really rather not mind control a child necessarily. So we'll negotiate.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Let's try 300.
That's not even worth the spit I'd need to use to discuss it.
Kid, you're gonna irritate me, and I'm the one with a sword.
That's not even
Oh,
worth the
God.
spit I'd need to use to discuss it.
I'm gonna end up paying full rate. I'm gonna try 400. See what he says.
Out of the question. Quite simply, no.
You know what? You're gonna be that greedy. I'm not about to
Just
pay.
one problem. Don't have the coin. See if I can't get some, then come back.
I shall patiently await your return. Well,
Alright, let's try this
greetings,
again.
noble sir. Please, take a seat.
If I can mind control his ass,
Tell
I'm
me,
going
good
to.
sir, have you gathered the sum we spoke of?
Now I have to pay him. Well, damn it.
Here, your coin. Put it to good use.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
Where were you 5 minutes ago?
You won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Seriously, where were you 5 minutes ago? I'm gonna need you to give me those 500 crowns now. I blame you for this, Regis.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Clearly. I'm hoping that that stuff he gave him is not
One the bootblack
actually
mentioned.
going to help. Toy shop? Lord. This ought to be good. That's a lot of crows.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlaff, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Send a bird in to unlock
Give
it?
me a moment.
Oh, or he could just go in.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He probably would be pretty dull. Not a whole lot of competition there. You'd be hard to catch, and if they did catch you, you're a freaking vampire, you know? So this isn't creepy at all.
He here?
It's a Nilfgaardian
Sense him.
toy.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
I wonder if those birds work for Detlaff. Because they keep showing them. It seems
look
like there's an importance there, you know? Okay. Search in the shop. Hey, look, a thing right here.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Oh, eviction notice. Lovely. Loot. Random crap. Letter to the shopkeeper. I'm mostly just hitting that to bring it up so that
Somebody
way,
fixed this recently.
if it unlocks a quest or something, it'll, or a point of interest or anything like that, it'll automatically do it. Okay. Lots of stuff to loot. I'm game for that. So we got stairs.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Yay, loot.
Nice little trinket. Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
What do you mean by that, Geralt? What, left abandoned and forgotten? I thought I was gonna...
Attic. Let's go.
Thought I was gonna hit those things and make some noise or something. So there's a drawing on the wall.
So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Suspicious letter.
Detlaff
Legas.
van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed.
Ooh.
Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Alright, let's get some info.
Any idea what it could be? Detlaff have any enemies?
Indeed, Detlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Detlaff yourself. Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Yeah, well, that could be the
Why
case
do you
then.
think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Detlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
I could see that.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Yep.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
I'm gonna go with he's probably prepared to do
He's
literally
prepared
anything.
to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Me and Yennefer aren't really a thing in this playthrough.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Alright, well, now that we know that he's not doing it because he wants to, but because he has to, kind of interesting.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Sounds a lot like that song that she sings on the opening
Tools
screen
were used recently.
for the
Detlaff
Blood and
won't
Wine
mind by
expansion.
fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
So we got all of these things. Okay, that looks interesting. Oh, beast's targets. Good to know.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Very true.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlaff's innocence, clearly.
I mean, yeah, other than the fact that it could all be fake, but I mean, this seems...
Actually, it is. Detlaff's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
I mean, it definitely
So
seems
you
like
see.
he's not doing it because he wants
But
to.
this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlaff and I both.
Alright. What was the hell was that name? Hold on. Oh, it's his name. Okay. Holy that is quite the name. Okay. Damn. Okay, so report to the Duchess. And I'm gonna have to go, what, across the world to do that? Not too far. What are you? Oh, rewards for contracts. Very nice, very nice. Anything else interesting? Alright, well I'm gonna go hit the grindstone and the armor's table and all that to re-up my gear and head to the palace, and I will meet you there. Wow, would you look at that castle?
The north.
Damn.
Must be a terribly barbaric land.
Okay, so I went and hit the vendors and did all that good stuff. I did stop by the alchemy vendor, and he had a bunch of the diagrams for transmuting the other mutagens to red. So I went ahead and bought those, which I thought was hilarious that I had to go into this, you know, sunken temple dungeon type deal in order to find the one and to even learn that this was possible. Then I go into town and the vendor has them all on paper. It's just like, oh, you wanted to know how to do this? He's like, yeah, I could have told you how. Ugh. Games, right? That video game logic. So, anyhow, now that we are here, we can update the Duchess. Watch out, children. Somehow I doubt Roach is going to take these stairs. He was really struggling with stairs earlier.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Well, hold on. I'm not done.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
Yeah, know it all.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
It's even more complicated than that. Yeah, that's fine. If this guy wants to get his men killed.
Ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guards' men in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Not
Dead
really.
wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Well... God, they're not gonna like this. I'm gonna go with this one.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
Well, what part of we can't kill them?
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Yeah, they're not gonna like this.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Yeah, we're in agreement there. But how is sort of the problem. I mean...
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Latour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue deep burgundy.
This dude is
Clarity
freaking me out.
high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Let's learn just a smidgen more.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In
Oh,
matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal.
yeah, he seemed really sure
We
of
must ride to Castle Reveille
everything.
at once. Discover what has happened.
Yeah, and what do you mean, we?
Wait, your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt.
Oh, yay.
We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Let's do it to it.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Yeah, those last two shots were, really interesting. I got a
It's
whole lot out of it.
Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Alright, well, we will find out what happened next time. So, this episode might run a little bit long, but if you like this episode, be sure to leave a like, it helps me out a lot, and if you really liked it and want to be notified whenever I upload a new video, be sure to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.